Welcome back to In the Zone. North Davies has had all kinds of success on the football field lately, except when it comes to playing Washington. The Hatchets have won 4 straight over the Cougars. North Davies looking to put an end to that losing streak tonight. Early on, it was the Washington offense making the big play first. This is quarterback Jake Brashear, cool in the pocket and chucking it deep to Austin Moody. Moody reels it in on the big gain on the other end, and the Hatchets look like they're in business early. That Cougar defense made play after play after play all night, led by this guy, Maverick Van Hentrick.
Maverick.
Awesome name. He was awesome in the backfield constantly tonight. This time, on 4th down, he brings the ball carrier. Then they go to Colton Loniger, who is outstanding. He gets the seam and takes off with it. Finally, they catch him. He gets about 20 more after contact. So tough.
Have we talked about him
That's
this
a 60-yard run for Loniger.
Have we talked about him this
He'll
year?
be on the Fantasy Stars like he always is. And then he punches it in from a couple yards out. That puts North Davies on the board first in this one. They go up 8-0 over Washington, and they roll after that. 47-6, the final in that one. Vincennes Lincoln trying to get back to the 500 mark on the season. They were at Mount Vernon Posey. Second quarter, Lincoln QB Nick Holt hands off to Mike Boger. He runs it 50 yards all the way down for the touchdown. Big run from Boger. Mount Vernon quarterback Riley Snodgrass answering the bell, though. He passes it to Hunter Brooks. He gets 45 yards going back the other way for Mount Vernon Posey. Knocked down in the end zone. Gets the TD, though. Posey cruises tonight. Tough night for Lincoln. They lose 35-14.
Class A 15th ranked North Knox got to play on a bigger stage tonight. The Warriors traveled up to Terre Haute and played at Indiana State's Memorial Stadium. The Warriors faced Wood Memorial on the big stage, and North Knox played well. Driving here, Christopher Grayman finds Hunter Jones for the first down. That puts the Warriors in business, and they capitalize. Grayman keeping himself here, gets around his line and tippy-toes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Great performance by the North Knox defense. Flying to the football, Alex Plummer and Garrett Hedge in on the stop in the backfield. Man, North Knox off to a pretty good start to the season. They're 3-1. They win 39-0. Time now to check in on the night of Illinois high school football. For that, I'll send it over to the newest member of Sports 10, John Swanner. John.
Thank you, Rick. We had a good early season showdown in the land of Lincoln as 2 unbeatens collided in Robinson. The Maroons hosting Lawrenceville, both teams entering 2-0. The Robinson band fired up for this one. Robinson's Jason Richard, more known for running the football. Well, here he gets the interception, setting up the Maroons in great field position deep in Indians territory, and they would take advantage. Coming up on the next play here, you'll see Joe Smith right there entering your picture. He sees the hole and he takes off and he is gone. Gets inside the 5, takes a hit, but his momentum carries him into the end zone. One of 3 touchdowns for him on the night. Robinson up 7-0, but the Indians would answer. Zach Shoulders, he'll find Austin Wanke out of the backfield. He cuts it back to the inside for a nice gain. Lawrenceville driving in Robinson territory. Later in that drive, 4th and goal, Shoulders calling his own number, but Landon Hoagland would have none of that. Nice goal line stand by the Maroons. They win this one running away 42-16. KZ Westfield was looking to move to 3-0 on the season. The Warriors hosting Palestine, and the Warriors would get to work early. Nico Stepina, love the name, love the pass to Evan Blankenship over the middle for the touchdown. And the Warriors take the early lead, but the Pioneers would answer. Quarterback Brandon Ramsey takes the snap, rolls to his right, heaving it downfield, almost like a Hail Mary. Ben Martinez on the other end for the reception, I should say, deep in KZ territory. And that sets up this next play. Ramsey will be up on the keeper, calling his own number. He hits pay dirt as the first half ends. Still, it was too much Warriors on their home field tonight. KZ rolling over Palestine 48-14. The Warriors are 3-0. Not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but Robinson and KZ play on October the 18th. That's setting up to be a whale of a contest later on this season. Rick, back to you.
Looking forward to that. It's time for our Sports 10 Spirit Award. Ross, Terre Haute North fans are making a case to win it back-to-back years. Look how crazy they are.
Always out in full forces out there at Terre Haute North. Gotta love it.
Time now for our Sports 10 Smashes of the night. Washington's Edwin Rovaliero, look at that hit there.
Pops into the picture and drills the quarterback on the keeper
Nick
there. That was
Bertie back from Robinson for the 2nd week in a row, delivering some smashes. And then watch this from Terre Haute North, Ross. Wyatt Stolte.
Ooh.
You talk about laying some wood.
Bone-chilling.
Ow.
Shrugs them off.
And that's a clean hit even in the NFL this day. Put that shoulder into him, Stolte. Wow.
Drills them. They'll love the hit
That is
there.
why I don't play football, folks.
That might be a Smash of the Year candidate right there.
Our top 5 fantasy performers right there. You're looking at them. And look at the new graphics we have up here, courtesy of Ross Rawling. Got the school
Sean
logo.
Dempsey, our graphics guy,
Did a great job. Colton Loniger, he's just a regular. We just pencil him in at the end of every week to be in there. 239 yards rushing, 2 TDs. Timmy Herron, yes, he lost tonight. Young man's really starting to play well at quarterback.
He's getting comfortable in the offense there under his dad at Terre Haute South, looking good. 4 touchdowns. It's a big night.
Keontre Wilkie in again, 226 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Joe Smith for Robinson.
It's so tough to stop Richard.
Yes.
And then,
Joe Smith.
and they didn't stop him. I mean, Richard had a big game too, but Joe Smith comes in. We saw the great run in John's highlights, backpedaling his way into the end zone, one of 3 tonight.
And you see Braden Warden, you're like, how does he get on? That's against the 7th-ranked team in the state. 129 yards, 3 touchdowns. Guys just putting up monster
2 on the
numbers this
ground,
year.
1 in the air. He can beat you in so many ways, and he did it again tonight, and the Falcons looked fantastic.
Congratulations to North Vermilion on a big win. I want to congratulate Rockville coming off their worst loss ever under head coach Herb King. They respond back and beat a ranked Attica team in a close ball game. Props to the Rocks tonight.
Coaching that last week in practice, that's all Coach King, baby. Great work by the Rocks. And Wilkie with another big game. If you can't stop Wilkie, you can't stop them.
And I'll say it now, you saw the Terre Haute North call that was called back. That was a bad call. Plain and simple, it was a bad call, but there's nothing you can do about it. They lost the game. They should have won on that interception. It was called back. Tough night for the
win
Patriots.
next week.
That does it for In the Zone. ISU opens at home tomorrow against Quincy. Everybody go out and support the Sycamores.